naked statues of Trump pop up across the U.S. But one only stands for 2 hours in NY after department said it stands firmly against any unpermitted erection, no matter how small. Naked statues of Donald Trump have been popping up in the major cities across the U.S., missing one noticeable male body party and portraying another to be microscopic. The statue, dubbed the Emperor Has No BS, only stood tall for 2 hours in New York's bustling Union Square before it was removed by the Department of Parks and Recreation. NYC Parks stands firmly against any unpermitted erection in city parks, no matter how small, the department said in a hilarious statement on Thursday. The statue, which is the brainchild of anarchist collective INDECLINE, also appeared in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Cleveland, and Seattle. INDECLINE said the project was inspired by the Emperor's New Clothes, a Hans Christian Andersen tale of a vain ruler who is tricked into wearing nothing at all. The group also wanted to suggest Trump's similarities to past dictators who would erect monuments of themselves in public squares for all to see. Like it or not, Trump is a larger-than-life figure in world culture at the moment, an INDECLINE spokesman told The Washington Post. Looking back in history, that's how those figures were memorialized and idolized in their time, with statues. To ensure that the Donald statues were anything but flattering, the group enlisted the artist Ginger, who designs monsters for horror movies and haunted houses. When the guys approached me, it was all because of my monster-making abilities, Ginger, who is based in Las Vegas, told the Post. Trump is just yet another monster, so it was absolutely in my wheelhouse to be able to create these monstrosities. Ginger used 300 pounds of clay and silicone to mold and shape his version of Trump, complete with a potbelly and hair down there that is just as golden as the locks on his head. The hands are clasped together and a Masonic ring is on Trump's hand, meant to symbolize his privilege and wealth, according to Ginger. But it was Trump's derriere that gave Ginger the most trouble. If somebody were to look at my browser history, it would be a little disturbing, he said. Turns out there's not too many Google results for saggy old man butt. And Ginger paid special attention to the Donald's mouth, wanting to give him a constipated look. He has a very distinct little mouth, Ginger said. The way his chin meets the jowl, it had to look right. Ginger has spent up to 25 hours every week, in addition to his full-time job, working on the statues since April. And in that time his own views on Trump have changed. Ginger was still considering voting for the Donald in November when he began his project, thinking the billionaire businessman could help the middle class. But as the months went by, the artist saw a side of Trump he didn't like, both inside and outside of his workroom. Starting on the project and looking at his face day in and day out when I'd come home, I began to build up some resentment, Ginger said. The straw that broke the camel's back was when he made fun of the disabled reporter from the New York Times. Ginger said he was in a rage when he saw Trump mock Sir Jeff Kowalski, as he has family members who are physically or mentally handicapped. That's why the artist will hardly mind when police or Trump supporters try to destroy his 80-pound creations, glued to the ground with industrial-strength adhesive. I don't expect these things to last more than 30 or 45 minutes, Ginger said. But I would love to watch some irate 65-year-old Trump supporter try to take the thing down with his bare hands.